Okay, so this is going to be my first video in about 6 or 7 years that I've uploaded. It's been a while, but time flies. Still an ISFP, as far as I know. I'm going to be answering questions that I looked for on an Mbti forum that actually I got my questions from the last time I made a video. So here we go. And I'm going to be a little bit louder this time. Yes, finally. First question is, what makes you angry? Dishonesty, like trying to, I don't know, dishonesty just as a general concept. I feel like I don't need to really embellish on that at all. I don't like liars. Trying to impose beliefs on others. So what I associate FE, extroverted feeling, to be trying to impose things on others in a feeling type of way. I would like to elaborate quickly that when I'm talking about FE and dishonesty and things like that, anytime I'm negatively talking about FE, I don't mean this in a way that stereotypes all extroverted feeling types, but I do mean to stereotype negative stereotypes of FE types. So when we're talking about when I'm talking about FE types and I say something that is obviously a stereotype, something that is negative, I don't mean all FE types. But I do mean that tends to be a behavior that is seen in negative types that have FE. Just so we're clear. Like trying to change other people's beliefs. I kind of respect it more in a way when it seems to deal more with introverted thinking and extroverted thinking, but I really don't like it when it has to do with extroverted feeling. I really don't like extroverted feeling. What do you like / dislike most about yourself? I like that I'm able to leave other people to their own devices. I'm able to mind my own fucking business. I do like that about myself. I don't feel the need to butt into other people's business. I think I'm pretty easy to get along with for the most part. And I dislike that I'm lazy. Pretty lazy. Pretty damn lazy. Do you care about being fashionable? Why / why not? I do care about being fashionable. I feel like building an image is almost like building an identity. And considering that I'm an ISFP, I feel like building some type of identity is pretty important. You know, in regards to introverted feeling, and considering that tends to have to deal with I don't know. I may be jumping the gun a little bit here. Sorry, I had to pause for a sec. I think I may be jumping the gun a little bit here. I started to associate the idea of identity to enneagram, and I've had a lot of identity issues with enneagram. For a long time, I identified as an Enneagram 9, which is what I am, but it went from identifying as an Enneagram 9 to identifying as an Enneagram 5 to an Enneagram 4. And it was a long road. It was like a 6-7 year road that I didn't really have any clue what my fucking Enneagram was. So I finally figured it out, and I'm a fucking 9, not a 4. I almost said 4 because, it's been a while. But I'm a 9 because, well, I am. And that's really all I have to say about it. But anyways, as far as identity is concerned, yeah, I have a very weird relationship with identity. And so that has caused me to have a weird relationship with enneagram and Mbti and personality. So, but I'm an enneagram 9, and yes, my fashion is a part of my image and identity, and it is important to me overall. Do you prefer to fit in or stand out? Prefer to stand out. To some degree, I would imagine I fit in. I'm not some, when you look at me, it's not like, oh my God, she's a fucking freak, like, because I have short hair, or I color my hair, or I have black clothing. Like, obviously, to some degree, I'm not standing out. So I think it's probably some middle ground. But as far as my thought process is concerned, I feel like I am mostly concerned about standing out, but it ends up not being that crazy, because a lot of people are concerned about standing out, and when everyone is concerned about standing out, it's not that crazy. It's not that out there. It's not outlandish at that point. What activities do you enjoy? Well, I enjoy activities that put me in the background. I don't like being in the spotlight. It's more stressful than I find enjoyable. Some things that are stressful end up being worth it, I'll admit. However, I do prefer to be in the background. I prefer to be not in the spotlight, because I feel like it takes away from the amount of effort I can put into something. What makes you feel secure? Doing things that I know how to do, not things that I have to work at. Things that I'm used to doing. Basically aligning with practice makes perfect. I am secure in what I know to do. So I am not secure in anything new. Anything that I'm used to doing, I'm secure in. How much have you changed over the years? Well, I've learned to speak up. I'm sure looking at my videos from 7 years ago, you can tell me that, wow, you've actually learned how to increase the volume a little bit. Who were you as a child? Oh, and also, I'm just more used to being... Oh, there's kids, so they're really loud. I'm just used to doing things and saying things that I know aren't necessarily going to get me the pleasant responses that I'm used to, but I'm more than willing to confront the status quo. Is that how you say it? Or whatever. Who were you as a child? I was kind of curious, unknowing, trying to find my identity. But I would say out of all three of those things, I would say curious was the most prominent out of the three. I was always trying to find who I was. So if you ever asked my close friends, you would always get some kind of different response. They would always have something different to say, because I would always be different. I'd always be a certain way based on who I was around. So it was kind of like a chameleon. And I'm still kind of like that to some degree. I'm trying to find who I am. So based on who I'm around, I will change to some degree, which I hate to admit that, but that's how it is. So yeah, that's my video. It's a little abrupt, but I don't feel like extrapolating beyond that point. So